Okay, so once Jenkins has come, first thing we'll do is we'll manage Jenkins. We'll go to configure system. So the direct URL, the direct shortcut to go to configure is, we can also put it here, configure Jenkins will be done using this URL. Okay, so the first thing that we do over here is we move on to our Jenkins location section, and first thing we do is go to configure Jenkins location. So we are into the configure, and there what we are filling is we have to first change the system admin email address. So this is what we will be changing, because this is the email address that will be used to send emails to people. So I'll put my own email address, assuming I am the admin here. Okay, so once we have done that, next we have to configure email notifications. So fifth, configure Jenkins. Okay, inside that configure email notifications, and we put an SMTP server. In my case it is smtp.gmail.com. I'm going to use my Gmail account, so we will fill the SMTP server name over here. These are the settings to fill. Okay, this default user email suffix we can leave as blank. We go to advanced settings. Let's fill these settings. Use SMTP authentication. My username is I supply my password here. Let's use SSL. SMTP port is 465, and reply to email, I can give my own email address, that if someone wants to reply to mail, then they can do it here. Fair. So these are pretty much the settings of sending email, and we are done with this step. We have enabled Jenkins to send emails. If we want to test that it is able to send emails, so let's do that. Being 0in@gmail.com. So I'll try to send an email to this ID just to validate the settings we have provided, they are working fine. So and this says email was successfully sent. So you can remove it and we can save. So Jenkins has been configured to send email, and I have received the email on my phone. You can also go and validate the email. And we can see the test mail has entered the inbox, and this says this is a test mail 1 from Jenkins. Great. So we have been able to configure our Jenkins to send emails. That is the first important steps, because what we wanted to do was, if we want to achieve continuous integration, we want Jenkins to send email notifications to everyone, all of our stakeholders. And in that case, we will see when we configure our jobs that who are the people who should be notified about any action. Okay, so having completed the first step, let's move on to the second step.